Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I hope you're all doing well. So as always, thank you to those who have continued to support my channel, and welcome to those who are new. So I've just been led to take some of my numerology cards and see what comes up and build from there. So we've got creativity at the bottom of the deck, and that is number 3. So it could be, and perseverance number 4 at the underneath that. So that's interesting. So you're being guided, collective, to continue persevering with your creativity. It's quite straightforward. There's clearly something that you're focused on, or you're being encouraged to not be distracted from your creative endeavors. It feels that it's a support moving forward. So you could have just pulled away from something, or you may have had a period of in between jobs or changed jobs, or this is something that you are doing as a job. So you could have just become self-employed, or like a crossover, something like that it feels. Or it may just be something that you're finding focuses you, and it's therapeutic is what I'm getting. So could be a bit of stress around you, doesn't have to be. Your energy does feel calm before the storm. So keep hearing the word storm. There's a storm coming, or storm. So obviously we are moving into the autumn and the winter, so we're expecting bad weather. So that's a given for the time of year. But with the energy of yourself feeling calm, there may be something within your environment, or something coming towards you, bringing chaos, or possibly you could be the one that is being seen to be causing that. So place that where it needs to go. Just don't make it fit. Just take that resonates and makes sense to you, because the whole message won't be for you, or none of it will. So we've got number 6, love. We've got 27, spiritual partnership, 44, environment, and then 33, communication. Okay, so especially with the persevering of something creative, you're being guided. Also something about thinking outside of the box, to something, not becoming complacent at this time. So it feels like not putting some, it's like, oh, I wouldn't put it past them. So it's either someone saying that about you, or you're being led to bear that in mind with something in your environment, or someone, people, whatever you're interacting with, something like that. You'll know better than me, or you will know as this energy approaches you. So we've got love, the love for what you do. There's something in that you're very passionate about. You may be very in touch with your emotions. You may be expressing your love for the work or your creativity, and demonstrating that in whatever it is that you do. We've got spiritual partnership. That led me to think straight away of your divine union, your connection to higher self, higher power, your spirit guide. or spirit guides. It depends. Some people have a team, some people don't. We've got spiritual partnerships. So whatever it is that you're being guided to persevere with, I was getting stand your ground also. That's for some, not all. But yeah, and standing ground against the self, so you don't talk yourself out of something like a self-sabotage. So persevere, keep moving forward. You may not be able to see results at this time, but you will do. So just know that you're being guided. Yeah. So the spiritual partnership will be that there's like a co-creation with the universe in whatever it is that is holding your focus and attention right now. So with environment, you may be someone that loves being out in nature. It felt more to know your environment. So there could be, so if it's either, if you were moving, for example, you'd be going into a new location, new area, so you would need to relearn your environment, whereas the place that you've just moved from, as an example purpose only, that you would already know your surroundings, your neighbours, and so on. Things like that. Something about your physical environment is coming in for needing attention, or just to take a closer look. All right, so what I'm being shown, and trigger warning, it's not to make anyone fearful, but just to be aware. And it's not going to be for everyone, but with environment, what I'm seeing specifically is a shop. So you may live near shops, above a shop, next door to a shop, or know somebody that does. I'm seeing something about their electrics. So there could be a lot of fridges or a lot of equipment or something in there. They've got the lights running, as all shops do. There's something about a like faulty something happens. I'm seeing that. So whether it's accidental because it's overloaded on the electricity grid within the shop, or so, something about either electrics going out and blowing out the whole street, or a particular just area, could be the shop and either side or above or whatever it may be, something like that. Or there may well be a fire. It was the fire I was seeing, so I don't want to alarm people, but I do want you to hold it in mind that it's been seen. So I needed to share that. So it's an electrical fire, or that's how it appears to look from what I'm seeing. So it will, fires generally happen early hours of the morning, weirdly, don't they? So something about that. And again, I'm not looking to have people sat up all night worrying just in case, because now that it's been said, the awareness of it may, it doesn't have to come true. And obviously it's not for everyone. So if you're not anywhere near shops, then automatically you can cancel yourself out of that. Yeah. And again, where I was saying about storms, it does look like it's nighttime, it's raining or something like that. So a stormy evening, which storms cover noise, don't they, to an extent? So something like that may be significant. Hopefully not, but at least it's out there now. So we've got communication. So they're showing that there's something that maybe you're needing to it's not changing yourself, if you're speaking your truth, and so, but I'm a big believer that you can say anything, but it's the delivery or the way that it's said. So there's something in communication. So there could be a complete breakdown of communication within a situation, people, place, thing, or how you're expressing yourself could be coming into question, something along those lines. Being mindful of that, because there's a storm situation where it feels maybe communication may get a little bit heated or so. For example, people can be more triggered by tone of voice, or just out and outright like abusive, screaming, shouting is no way to communicate. So there's something about it's like if somebody is screaming, shouting, completely abusive, then you're not going to be able to communicate to get anything cleared, sorted, agreed, or what. It's just impossible. So that type of person wouldn't be the one to have a conversation if it's trying to resolve anything, get to the bottom of anything, or tell anyone anything, if that makes sense. So something about communication. So this is for whoever is resonating with it. So your spirit guides are guiding you more to be mindful at the minute, because sometimes we can all be a little bit blunt with what we're saying, but it's never meant for malice or hurt. But still, okay, so we've got that. So with love, everything needs to have the love. Moving forward positively. That could be the energy that you're in at the moment. You're happy with how things are moving forward. So whatever you're doing, you're clearly moving past something. There's something in that as well. It's like every time there's a belief or an understanding, or that you're moving past something or moving forward on, something tries to pull you back in. So there's a cord cutting, detaching that I'm seeing that you've done. So so you're moving forward. So there's a separation, but not. All right, so maybe that's something to do with the communication. Someone isn't being direct with what they've got to say. Okay, so maybe they're feeling you're not approachable enough. That could be for some. All right, so we've got love. So the love energy, healing, moving forward. And again, it's number 6, positive movement forward, and number 8 we've got there. So there could be also a trip overseas, whether that's this year or springtime next year, I'm getting. You may already do sailing of some kind, or it could be something that you're getting into and you're loving what you're learning with that. So spiritual partnership and destiny. That makes sense why the reading started about your creativity, and that this gave me this feeling of your spirit guides and your higher power, higher guidance. There's definitely a level of protection around you. You'll probably already be aware of that. You're being guided guided forward. So every step, pathway, angle may not be so clear, but that's okay. They're saying for you to still persevere and move forward, because things are going to change dramatically, and you will start seeing a difference from whatever this is that you've moved on from. So again, they're showing that there may not be so much of a signs of change, but they can assure you that it's definitely coming. So just keep persevering. So little bit of encouragement, positivity, confirmation that yeah, if it's been a bit hard work, or it feels like it's a lot of work for no, what would be the word, not no gain, but yeah, something's out of balance, it's clear, but it's getting worked out. Communication, they're just saying as well, because we've got here destiny, lots of people all around. There's no need for everyone being pulled in. It's something about things need to be direct or handled a particular way. So whether they're going to get involved and do that, or it feels that you're just moving forward. So if it's showing your protection, you're being removed from a situation. So as well, maybe they're saying to be mindful of how you communicate, so that you're not fueling a fire as they're coming in to readjust things. So we've got mental conflict. So with the vision that was shown with the environment, again, remember that this could just be something that's being projected, or a worry that's being kind of put towards you. You're being told that there's nothing to worry about. Obviously, be mindful, pay attention to your surroundings, and so always protect yourself any ways that you can, but you do have this other level overseeing things moving forward as well. There could be somebody that isn't sure how to communicate something. Yeah, and as well, there's something going on within your environment that's either, I can't tell. So for some of you, it might be something going on that's trying to like plant seeds. So you could have like illegal surveillance, like security guards in your doorway, things like that, or I don't know, weird things, whatever they would show that it is. Something that's got to be like subliminal, hasn't it? It's with these type things, to plant a seed to think, did I imagine that, or did I? No, yes, no, that type of thing. So this is either something for you, or you may be aware of, or this is somebody that is experiencing that, and they may come to you and have a conversation about it. So there's a need for some kind of compassion within a conversation, because whatever it is that they're trying to make sense of, or get off their mind, or share or say, could be sensitive, and it could be a bit upsetting of how do I approach it, or that. So you're being told to hear somebody out, or yeah, just be mindful, I suppose. So we've got here communication, we've got shadow. So that's one side. Another, for maybe others, is there's something about recognizing your shadow side, the healing process that you've been through, or going through, or currently going through. There's different things. Somebody could be operating in their shadow side and not really moving down their spiritual route. Not everybody is, but Yeah, you could be being shown something as well that demonstrates a much darker version of what you're used to. So whatever that means for someone, a much darker version of what you're used to. So you could be seeing true colours within somebody, or you're being given communication information about a darker situation, or something secret is coming to light. So kind of getting a high priestess energy there. So if there's anything that's been held back or blocked or so, this gives me the feel that it's that final bit. So something's closed. We got sacral chakra there. Okay, so quite a mixture of stuff. I hope it's making sense for you. So let's see what we've got. So with our positive movement forward, we've got privileged lady. So this could be yourself or someone you're connected to. Whatever you're working on is for your future, to help give you a particular style of living that you're working towards, which everyone does, that they put all of the hard work in. There's something about like spinning the wheels on a bike but getting nowhere, or grinding the gears, or putting a lot of work in and not seeing the same return back. So that could be something that's going to come up, or that's something where you're needing to watch your tone and your choice of words when you actually find out, because they're saying that you will do. So yeah, for others that could be someone that you are working with. Doesn't have to be. It didn't feel like you're doing this with anyone. It feels like something you're doing yourself, like a self-sufficiency. It's like a being able to say, yeah, I was doing that, or I overcome that, and this was what helped me do it, or yeah, this helps me to be completely independent. So you could be leaving a 9-to-5 job and changing over to self-employment for some. Yeah, so we've got spiritual partnership and occupation. So that could be another thing. You could be going into some kind of spiritual business of any kind. You could be a reader yourself, or any kind of talking therapy, something like that. But it is destined to be. So it's being guided by spirit and protected because of that reason. So with our mental conflict, we've got here judication. So there's someone's needing, or there's some kind of questioning about an environment, or something that was going on, is going on, or even with that, like something that may be like planting seeds, or to make you feel a certain way, or you questioning, am I imagining it? There's a conversation having. So you may even approach someone and ask them, or like directly speak to someone. Yeah, well, it's just someone's got some explaining to do. There could be like an official office. And again, if it was going back to the faulty electrics, that could be also the having to explain, yeah, we had like a million fridges off of like one plug socket type thing, whatever, like the stress on the electrics. Yeah, could be be questions that you've got as well in regards to whatever this conversation is, and the more that you're not getting the answers, it's not like you're sat on hold until you get whatever. You're clearly carrying on. This is just parked at the side and it's running parallel. You can sort that because it's being sorted for you, so to say. So there's no rush on your part, but you are looking for answers clearly that aren't obvious, or they're not meant to be because they're hidden. That could be something for some as well. You could, collective, have your settings too high on your invisibility cloak. So that could be a reason why you might not be getting the answers that you're needing, or maybe you haven't asked the questions yet. Maybe you don't know who you're supposed to be asking. Crickets may be significant. So we've got change. So change in the reverse, communication. So there's no change. So that could be still silence, radio silence, no communication. So yeah, not being shown what it looks like from that point, but we will see shortly, I'm sure. So nothing's changing in the communication, or not seeing eye to eye. So like a tennis back and forwards, you, that type of thing. Maybe there's yeah, it's like someone wants you, collective, to explain yourself, whereas your tennis back and forward is you don't need to, because it's very apparent, everyone's aware, regardless of the pretending that they're not, that type of energy. So we've got here bad health. So whatever the communication is or isn't, is something yeah, it might be a little bit sick with the things that are being said, or it's causing some kind of distress for some, not all. There's possibility, or maybe someone's not able to communicate because they're not feeling up to it. And then we've got pathway. So regardless of what way the conversations do or don't go, this pathway will open up. And I am getting a sense of, well, it wasn't blocked anyway, but there's that underlying hidden something. That's really what's being addressed here, because everything that's out in the open is clearly being seen a different way that isn't actually how it is. It's the how it actually is that's needing to be addressed, which obviously doesn't need loads of cooks spoiling the broth. It's just specifics. But there's something in like maybe speaking to the wrong person, which could be making it worse. Mature man, so that could be, so yeah, look, mature man and female. And then we've got both people innocent in the middle. Coffin in the reverse, so toil and labour, and then false, and no message but a concern. So there could be something where whatever you do for work, or whatever you're moving over into, you could be being called false at what you do, or you could be accusing someone and they feel that they're being falsely accused. There's again that sense of someone wanting you to explain yourself, or how comes you've never mentioned it before. Something like about words being twisted or taken out of context, which is why the focus on the communication needs to be done with high honour and yeah, changes being made. I don't know what it is that would be causing the issue of not being able to resolve it properly. It feels like it's being really dragged out. There was as I was shuffling the cards there, it's like, oh, give it a rest, will you? So that could be something that's being said and felt by everybody, but then again there's that underlying something that is continuing to carry something on, drag something out, and then it's drag something out, drag everybody in. There's that, it's like a vacuum. Yeah, so maybe that's the what needs to get to the bottom of it. Who and why are they not letting go? What's the purpose of that? Yeah, so maybe that's a question you've been trying to get the answers to and you're not. So now you're not sure where you're supposed to go to get the answer to that, but something isn't changing. Yeah, there's a sense like, yeah, maybe what it feels like, oh, not that again, not that again. Yeah. So something is definitely getting boring for everyone, yourself included, I'm sure, collective. But if nothing stops, nothing changes, does it? And it's just that. And maybe that is part of the fun, but for some, not all. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. Let's grab a couple of these. Yeah, positive movement forward. Not seeing why it wouldn't want to be that way. All right, so we've got crying over you, sad, hurt, upset. So maybe that's what's being said, that you're just crying and heartbroken, bitter, things like that. Or that could be how the other person or people, whoever it is that's not stopping, maybe that's how they're being seen. Yeah, place it where it needs to be. Fishing for comments. Yeah, nothing being mentioned, no questions being asked or answered. So we've got bad habits, drugs, addictions, toxicities, and that's in the reverse. So there's a confusion, definitely, of how come something's still attached when it was released or closed down or severed, removed, changed. How comes, yeah, it's like there's where's the attachment? That's what needs to be found. So jackpot, winning money, got rich, inheritance, and unexpected money. So there could be some kind of setup to do with unexpected money. Doesn't have to be. Just be a bit mindful that you clearly needing to think outside the box with creative thinking and not be complacent. It's not giving a very helpful energy already, so just be mindful of that. Winning money, that could be something connected to the work that you was doing and not seeing a return from it for whatever the reason. And then we've got moving on. Yeah, so moving on in reverse, and girl fight. Yeah, it's not a surprise to see that. yeah, moving on in reverse, and obviously it's come out this side as if you're not moving on, where clearly you're trying to, or you are. So it's trying to get to the bottom of that girl fight. That will make more sense for you than it will me. Maybe that's the person that you're needing to have a conversation with, or that's the storm that's coming to you. Whatever it is, the guidance is still the same. There's no need to be getting into all of that. It's you're allowed to ask questions, aren't you, to get to the bottom of something that is clearly becoming a massive annoyance for everyone. But yeah, until the leaky pipe is fixed, it's not going to go away anytime soon, unfortunately. But we do have the spirit realm are joining in and going to hurry things along, I'm getting. Yeah, okay, so quick message there. Someone needed to hear that. So there you go, collective. I hope that gave you enough to have a little think over, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.